Yo guys, what's up? It's your boy Achapi Pentashi back at it again. Today's day 18, bro. Day 18. And when I started this journey, I never knew I would go right into it like this. I never knew I would make it up to this level. My goal was to hit 30 days. Okay, don't get me wrong. My goal was to hit 30 days, but I was not so sure I could make it up to this day, bro. I was not so sure I could make it 2 weeks past without relapsing, bro. You feel me? Without relapsing, without going even once. And today is day 18, which is 2 weeks past. So soon I'm gonna make 21 days, which is 3 weeks, and soon I'm gonna hit my goals, which is 30 days of no flap, which is 30 days of semen retention, which is 30 days of transforming this life energy into higher state of consciousness. Remember, I always talk about the two outlets of sexual energy, right? Sexual energy, which is a life force, which is a creative energy, has two outlets. Either you send it out through wastage, either you send it out through procreation or sex, or you allow it go into a higher state of consciousness and use it for mental purposes and use it for self-regeneration. So today marks my day 18, and there's something I want to tell you guys. Something really cool I want to tell you guys. One method really cool I want to tell you guys. This sexual energy, right? It's something that is sacred. It's something which is powerful, and it's something that finds expression. It wants to go out. It needs an outlet. You feel me? So the goal is not to try to resist this sexual urge, because sexual urge is like the animal way of expressing sexual energy. Sex, or this sexual urge, is the animal form to allow the outlet, because there are two outlets. You have the animal form, which is the sexual way, or the higher way. Now the goal is not to fight this sexual way, because you can't fight it. It's the basic, or it's the most animal form of this energy to go out. It's the basic way for this sexual energy to go out. So you don't fight the edge, you don't resist the edge. So what do? The first thing is meditation. And how do you work it out? You sit in a meditation position like this, and you first acknowledge this energy. You tell yourself that, okay, I got this sexual energy. You envision this sexual energy. You see the sexual energy at the base of your spine. You see it, you respect it, you acknowledge it. You sit with the energy. You see the energy, you actually look at it trying to expel itself out to the lower part of your body. Then now you pause for a minute and you tell yourself that, is this what I really want? Do I really want this sexual energy, this life force, to get wasted like this? Then after asking yourself this basic question, what do you do next? You envision, or you create like a simulation in your mind where you see this energy rising up your spine, because that's the basic purpose. You need to make the energy rise up your spine into the brain, so you can use it for intellectual purposes, so you can use it for self-regeneration. So once you have acknowledged this energy, you have acknowledged this energy exists, you take some time to acknowledge it, you take some time to be thankful for the universe for having deposited this energy into you. Then you now create a simulation where you envision this energy moving up your spine. You envision this energy moving up your spine. You sit in a calm state, you take in air, you breathe in, you hold, you send it out. When you're breathing in, you are imagining this energy from the base of your spine moving upward toward all your chakras, up to the very root node, which is the pineal gland. The pineal gland is something magical, bro. They don't talk about this in school. No one talks about this. The pineal gland. And isn't it funny that you have 2 hands, you got 2 eyes, you got 2 lips, you got 2 ears, but you have just 1 pineal gland? I mean, it's the only organ which is just one. Why is that? Why is that so? Why not 2 pineal glands? You have the left hemisphere of the brain, you have the right hemisphere of the brain, but you got just 1 pineal gland. And that's not all. The pineal gland is sitting at the geometric center of the brain, at the very geometric center of the brain. So the pineal gland is at the center of the brain. Is that a coincidence? Maybe it's a coincidence, right? No, maybe it's a coincidence that the pineal gland is only one, and it's at the very center of the brain, separating the left and the right hemisphere. Okay, let's say that's a coincidence. Let's say it's a coincidence. Now what about the Vatican at the St. Peter's Cathedral having the pine cone, which represents the pineal gland, at the very outside of the cathedral? So they got a pine cone. If you go at the St. Peter's Cathedral, the very outside, you're gonna see a pine cone sitting out there. Maybe that's a coincidence too, right? Maybe that's a coincidence too. Now what about the St. Peter's Cathedral? When you go inside now, you now see the face of a serpent, right? Where the Pope sits, it has the face of a serpent. Now this serpent signifies the lower self. Remember, there's always duality. There is duality in everything. There is duality in everything. You got the up and the down, you got the black and the white, you got 1 and 0. This serpent signifies the lower self. Why what? Why this spine signifies the higher self. And those are the only two outlets of energy. That sexual life was in you. Either you let it go down toward the serpent side, either you take it up toward the cone side. So it's up to you the choice. It's up to you the choice. Remember, the Vatican has so much secrets. They've got a whole library of books concerning ancient material that no one has access to. Just a selected few people have access to these stored libraries of books containing ancient knowledge and truths that control our world, but they don't release it to the public because the public are not ready for it, because they don't want us to know about this. This is the basic of life. The pineal gland. If you don't know anything about the pineal gland, then you're cooked. Then you're just gonna live your life as a normal person, then die, die. You feel me? The pineal gland is not just an organ. The pineal gland is a receiver. Yes, it's a receiver. The pineal gland is a receiver. It's a receiver. That's why at times you have these thoughts. You have a thought in your head. You work on something, then you realize that someone else has already worked on that same thing. Someone else had that exact same idea. Then you start asking yourself, are thoughts really originated from us? Are you the one thinking your thoughts? The thoughts you're thinking right now, are you the one creating those thoughts, or those thoughts have been broadcasted to you? The answer is the broadcasted. Those thoughts are not your thoughts. You don't think. Your thoughts are being broadcasted to you. That's why they put fluoride in toothpaste, so they can block your pineal gland, and then use TikTok to create this other insinuations in you, to create this other energy in you, so they can broadcast evil on you. They can broadcast lower frequency on you. That way your pineal gland is gonna be weakened, and you won't be able to access higher frequencies. The pineal gland is a receiver, and you have to internalize your system. You have to tune yourself into a higher frequency in order for you to capture higher and much higher information. All those thoughts come in your head, those random thoughts. If you want to count the number of thoughts that a human being thinks in a day, is more than 1,000 random thoughts. You're not the one generating those thoughts. Those thoughts are coming into your brain from the universe, bro. Everything is in the universe. The universe is duality. The universe has good, the universe has bad. You feel me? It's duality. But except that the pineal gland doesn't follow this duality. There is no two pineal gland, just one pineal gland. And the pineal gland is a receiver. And the pineal gland is powered by a fluid called what? Semen. It is your life force. That is why you have to practice semen retention. You have to. It's a must. It is the baseline of spirituality. It is the baseline for evolution. You must practice semen retention. It's not like a very hard thing to do. It's not like a challenging thing to do. It's not like the final boss. It is just the beginning. But semen retention is the basic, because you need that fluid, you need that life energy to power your pineal gland, to reactivate and decalcify your pineal gland, so that you can have access to higher realms of consciousness. You can tune your energy, you can tune your receiver, which is the pineal gland, so as to attract higher thoughts. That's why they give you TikTok, because you know what TikTok does? TikTok bombards you with so much different information. You click one thing, it's news. You go to the next, it's comedy. You go to the next, it's breaking news. It's this. They bombard you with so much that your internal frequency is so in a chaotic situation, a chaotic condition. You don't even know what to attract anymore. You go into a dream state. You don't even remember what you dream. And that's one thing that I have been experiencing. I told you guys, right? Ever since I started my semen retention journey, I've been experiencing dreams. I dream every day, and I started remembering my dreams. I can remember at least 30% of what I dream. That's magical, because when I was gooning, I didn't remember my dream, but now I can remember my dream, bro. Is that a coincidence too? So you see, semen is your life force, bro. I don't want to go too much into this. Okay, I'm going to talk about this in another video maybe. Today is day 18. Just know this, okay, that the whole point of human race, the whole point that we humans are on this earth right now, is all about evolution. You know, the universe is like neutral, right? The universe doesn't give a fuck. Gravity acts on everything. If a little baby climbs on a tree and she lets herself fall, she's gonna hit the ground and die. Gravity is neutral. Same thing. The whole point of the human race, the whole point of earth, the whole point of the universe is all about evolution. We are evolving, and the only way to evolve is to keep your seed. If you don't keep your seed, you're gonna be controlled by the lust of the flesh. You're gonna be controlled by the impulses and the sensual gratification of the body, and you're going to de-evolve, because there's nothing as stagnation. You're not stagnant. You either go up or you come down. It's either 1 or 0. There's no 0.5. And if you choose to be meek, if you choose to be like halfway in between, you're gonna find it so difficult, because you're gonna be reduced to 0, and you're gonna be so brutally reduced to 0 that it's going to injure you. You feel me? I don't want to go deep into this. It's your boy Achapi Pentashi. Shout out again to my bro South Peak. Respect to you, man. Let's keep on this shit. Let's keep on this grind. Let's keep on returning this life or this life energy. Let's keep on clearing our mind from mental fog, and let's gain mental clarity. Let's gain power of speech. Let's gain strength and confidence, and let's become the Renaissance man. Let's become the Superman. Let's become the modern day ascetic. It's your boy Achapi Pentashi. Peace out to you all, man. Peace out to you all. Today is day 18. See you on day 19. And I promise you, I'm gonna make it to day 30. I'm gonna make it to day 30. You feel me? One day is gonna come, and I'm gonna hold this very camera, and I'm gonna tell you guys it's day 30 of my semen retention journey. You feel me? It's your boy Achapi Pentashi. Peace out to you all. And just one thing I want to mention, that any person I text, the person replies. Any person I text. Yesterday I was texting this HR manager at a very big company. I texted her, and in less than 10 minutes she replied. Bro, I don't want to go deep into this. I've been texting people on LinkedIn. I've been texting hiring managers, CEOs, but they don't reply me, bro. But yesterday I texted this lady. She replied me, and she asked me to send my CV. You know what? I don't want to go into the details of this. You feel me? Peace out to you all. See you on day 19. You feel me? Peace and love.